Hello GSD431 class. So this is the final seminar for our course, and then it's off to the next one. As usual, or recently, there's no reading, there's no videos for this week. Now, hopefully you are using the Unity manual that's online to help you figure out some of your problems and questions. If not, you can always look there, or you can always email me and see if I can help you solve your problem. So then we have our discussion questions. We have 3 that are about, that you just write about what you want to talk about. The 4th one is on the solid object-oriented design principles. Solid, each of those letters in the word solid represents something. So look those up and try to understand each of those. When I learned solid, the first couple were pretty easy to grasp and understand, and as you go down they get a little more difficult. So my challenge to you is to try to use these principles when you're writing your code, especially for your design pattern stuff. So don't worry about this week, but maybe in the next class or any other class to use those principles. And these principles will help your code be more understandable by others and yourself later on. Okay? That's my soapbox 2 cents on that. But look it up and try to find a couple references for that, just for your own sake. Design pattern. So last week, hopefully you got a good understanding what a factory design pattern is. In a nutshell, it's a factory that generates some kind of widget. And so you can replace these factories, that's the idea behind them, with different factories who produce the same widget. And your factory will, construct that widget differently depending on what factory you're using, stuff like that. So hopefully you figured that out. But for this project, we're creating vending machines. And so we're going to make 3 signposts. And it's going to be real simple. One signpost is going to generate spheres, one's going to generate cubes, and then the last one is going to generate cylinders. And then I have criteria on what these objects do and how they interact with the world and what happens. Beyond that, you can do whatever you want with it. And again, this is all about showing the design pattern, not that you can solve the problem. So work on those design patterns, because I'd rather you have something that is within the realm of the design pattern and not work than having it work and not using the design pattern, because that's going to give you a big fat 0 on the project. So please use the design pattern. Second to last is our main project. So we're going to take that survival shooter game that we did 3 weeks ago, and we're going to upgrade it. Okay, we're going to add enemy drops, so enemies will drop random things every once in a while. I want a teleport system in there. I want you to teleport our character from one end of the field to the other, and then you need to create some kind of teleport device of some kind. It could just be a square on the floor. A boss battle. I don't think anybody's ever really done a boss battle. They always seem to not do that piece. And then add a high score screen after the death. So that kind of entails you're going to start keeping score, and then you're going to have a high score screen. Don't worry about storing that high score forever. Just keep that score while the game's running, and then don't worry about trying to save it. And then we're going to add AI to the main character. So for that one, what I want is through the UI, like up here or on this side, doesn't matter, somewhere on the screen, you're going to have a button, okay? It's not going to be in the level, it's going to be on the screen. So use the UI, and it's just be a button, and it says player AI. And when that is pressed, then the main character, the sleeping dude with a gun, will be controlled with the AI. I would keep it simple. I've listed what it should be doing. There should be moving, there should be shooting, and then the AI needs to be able to realize there's pickups. Okay. I would work it as three different components. So I'd work on AI that strictly does moving, work on an AI that strictly does shooting, and then work on AI that works with the moving to do the pickups. Okay. And like the shooting piece, you know, the reason why I'm telling you to split it up, it makes the logic and the craziness a lot easier. It's like shooting doesn't really entail moving, so I would keep that separate. Does that make sense? And then moving doesn't entail shooting, so I wouldn't have shooting in the moving. So, you know, in Unity, hint with the solid object design pattern stuff, principles, you know, by splitting those out, it makes the code a lot easier. And Unity is all about these little bits of code that you write to make things work. Okay, so I would do it that way. Should make your life a lot easier. Last but not least, finally we get to the point where that reflection journal stuff that you've been doing this whole time is coming to an end. So write up for this week and then pass it in, and you'll get your 25 points. That's it. That's all you're getting for that. Okay, that is all I have. The video's a little long, sorry. If you need help, let me know. I am here to help. Thank you. Have a good night.